Hello students, welcome to the online class. Today we will study one of the chapter belongs to chemistry of third sem. It is called chemical kinetics. Chemical kinetics. So what is this chemical kinetics? Chemical kinetics is the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of the rate of reaction, factors affecting the rate of reaction, and then order of reaction, half-life period, and so on. So all these concepts will come under the class of chemistry called the chemical kinetics. So chemical kinetics is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of the rate of reaction, factors affecting the rate of reaction, order of reaction, half-life period, and so on. Next, we will study one by one all these concepts. Before going to study the rate of reaction, we will go through concentration. So what is meant by this concentration? So if we want to prepare one of the solution, we are going to dissolve solute in solvent. The amount of solute is less in value and the quantity of solvent is large. Okay. So in this solution, how much amount of the solute is dissolved in how much quantity of the solvent, that is to be determined. So the amount of solute dissolved in given quantity of solvent can be taken as the concentration of reactants or the reaction, concentration of reaction or concentration of a solution. So what is the amount of solute dissolved in how much quantity of solvent, that is expressed in terms of concentration. Okay, so we know the concentration term and then we will go through the rate of reaction. So to study the rate of reaction, we will consider one of the general reaction R gives rise to the P. Here R is called the reactant and P is called the product. Initially, at the beginning of the reaction, the amount of product formed is 0 totally, because so reaction is not yet commenced. Hence the amount of product formed is 0. And at the beginning of the reaction, before the commencement of the reaction, the amount of reactant present is found to be 100%. So as a time proceeds, the amount of reactant goes on decreases, that is 90, 80, 70, 60, 50 like that, up to 3, 30, 20, 10 like that. The amount of product formed goes on increases. So if it is 100%, the product formed is 0. If it is 90%, the amount of product formed is 10%. And if it is the reactant concentration is 80%, the amount of product formed is 20%. So in the same way, as a time proceeds, the amount of product formed goes on increases. So if the reactant concentration is 10%, the amount of product formed is 90%. So finally, at the end of the reaction, the amount of reactant becomes equal to 0 and the amount of product formed is found to be 100. Okay, that means the concentration of reactant at the end of the reaction will found to be 0 and the concentration of reactant is found to be 100%. So during this chemical reaction, the concentration of reactant and also product gets changed in a given interval of time. So in a given interval of time t, what is the change in the concentration of reactant? So change in the concentration of either reactant or product with time can be taken as the rate of reaction. So what is meant by rate of reaction? The change in the concentration of either reactant or product with time is called the rate of reaction. So what is meant by rate of reaction? The change in the concentration of either reactant or product with time is called the rate of reaction. Generally, rate of a reaction is to be represented in different forms. Okay, so before going to study that, first we will take the concentration of reactant. So R is called the reactant and the concentration of that reactant is represented inside the big bracket or the square bracket. So this is called the concentration of reactant. Concentration of reactant. Similarly, inside the bracket we are going to represent P, that represents the concentration of product. Concentration of product. So as the time proceeds, the concentration of the reactant is changed by small amount, that is dr. Dr represents the small change in the concentration of the reactant. Similarly, dp represents the small change in the concentration of product. So that in a given interval of time dt, there is a small change in the concentration of reactant. Similarly, in the given interval of time dt, there is a small change in the concentration of product. So this ratio can be taken as the rate of reaction. So rate of a reaction can be defined as the change in the concentration of either reactant or product with time is called the rate of reaction. And in terms of reactants, the rate of reaction gets decreased. So why? Because as a time proceeds, the concentration of reactant gets decreased. Because of that reason, the rate of a reaction with respect to the reactants also gets decreased. That is represented by negative sign. Similarly, in terms of product, because of increase in the formation of product or increase in the concentration of the product, the rate of reaction with respect to the product gets increased, and hence it is represented by a positive sign. So if we combine these two, the rate of a reaction is represented as plus or minus dx by dt or plus or minus dc by dt. Okay. So the rate of a reaction is represented either in this form or in this form, that is plus or minus dx by dt or plus or minus dc by dt. This is called the rate of reaction. So what is rate of reaction? The change in the concentration of either reactant or product with time can be taken as the rate of reaction. And then we will go through the factors affecting the rate of reaction. So what are the factors which affect the rate of reaction? That we will study now. So there were a number of factors which affect the rate of reaction. In those factors, we will go through some of the factors. That is, the first one is temperature. And the second one is the pressure. And the third one is concentration, and the fourth one is catalyst, and the fifth one is light. So what is the effect of temperature on the rate of reaction? So as the temperature increases, the kinetic energy of the reactants gets increased. So because of increase in the kinetic energy of the reactants will move with faster velocity. So they will move with faster velocity and they will collide with one another so that the product is formed. So the product formation gets increased with increase in the temperature. That means the the reaction gets increased with increase in temperature. Experimentally, it is found that for every 10-degree rise in temperature, so if we increase the temperature by 10 degrees, then the rate of a reaction becomes double. That means, so by the increase of temperature by 10 degrees, rate of a reaction also gets increased by 2 times. So this is nothing but the effect of temperature on the rate of reaction. Next, what is the effect of pressure? Here also, with increase in the value of pressure, the rate of a reaction also gets increased. So the rate of a reaction increases with increase in pressure, because as the pressure increases, the collision between the particles gets increased. Because of increase in the collision between the particles, the product formed gets increased. So that the rate of a reaction increases with increase in pressure. Then concentration. So what is the effect of concentration on the rate of reaction? So as the concentration increases, the pressure between the reactants also gets increased. So with increase in the pressure, the rate of reaction gets increased. That means the rate of reaction increases with increase in the concentration of the reactants. And the fourth factor is catalyst. Okay. So in this catalyst, there were two different types of catalyst. The first one is called the positive catalyst and the second one is called the negative catalyst. So in presence of a positive catalyst, if we add a positive catalyst into the reaction, so that the rate of reaction always gets increased by the presence of a positive catalyst. Similarly, by the presence of negative catalyst, the rate of a reaction gets decreased. So in presence of a negative catalyst, rate gets decreased. In presence of a positive catalyst, the rate of a reaction gets increased. And the fifth factor is light. Okay. So by the application of light on a reaction, the reactant molecules will acquire some amount of energy. So energy gets increased. That means the kinetic energy of the reactants gets increased by the application of light on the reactant molecules. So with increase in the kinetic energy, the reactant molecules will move with faster velocity, so that the product formed is also more by the application of light on the reactants. Hence, in presence of light, the rate of reaction gets increased.